got all nice and cleaned up. Did a little bathing in the desert. You know, so how clean am I really with the dust blowing around? But that's right. I've got to wash my hair, which is a big deal for me, and I use the water from the melted ice in my cooler. I'm up here just kind of climbing around on the rocks to take these pictures, and Nugget is getting all tangled in the chair, so I have to go untangle her now. There's the van, little girl, all tangled. Not too bad, but she doesn't like it. Wow, this is my little camp spot of heaven. I really lucked out here too, because it's mostly like big open spaces for RVs like that, right? Moab is beautiful. And good morning from Miss Nugget. Yes, my wee girl. Oh, sleepyhead. Ooh, how cool is that? I mean, it's far away, so I don't know how well you're going to see it, but the light is starting to hit these beautiful rock formations that surround the downtown area of Moab. I am outside the city, so, you know, pretty far, but I can see from here. It looks like a city of rocks, you know, it's pretty cool. I zoomed in as best as I could, but I don't know if you can see in the distance there what I am seeing. I know, not the greatest shot, but I am loving it. And as you saw yesterday, I did that little painting of my view. Then this little nugget on my lap can spend the day outside like she wanted to yesterday, but couldn't because it was so windy. She wanted to so badly, but every time I opened the doors, she would feel the wind and know there was a reason Mommy had the door closed. You know it's windy when she doesn't even ask to go outside. And yes, she asks. Those of you who have animals, you know, they have a way. And she asks. Yes, she does. Bring my peanut. Oh, look at this little peanut. She's so cute. She's like, I don't care about the camera, Mom. She's just happy I have the fuzzy blanket on my lap because she likes to lay on the fuzzy blanket on my lap. It was chilly this morning. It was 37 degrees when we woke up. I know. Mommy had to turn the heat on. I thought we were done with the heater. This is how she asks. If you wondered. She's like, Mama, I want to go out there. I smell it. It smells like fun. It smells like fun, Mama. It smells like fun. But if I still have to have the heat on, there's no way I'm opening the doors. Not yet. Another hour or so. It'll warm up. Once it hits the 50s, I'm good with opening the doors. Wow. It's just beautiful. I'm spa this morning. Had a great morning. I put out a pondering, so it was a couple weeks back. You have to go look for it. I'm terrible at making playlists so far. Eventually I'll get to it, right? Someday I'll completely get organized. Or maybe not. Wow. I have to go take care of things today. I don't want to. I want to stay right here. But I might come back to the spot, but I kind of want to get closer to what I see over there. I'm gonna look on my app and see what I can find. So I zoomed in so you could see what I am looking at. I don't know how clear it'll be. I hope it's clear enough. I'm gonna make some breakfast and get myself motivated. So I was way down there. And this is my new amazing view. Wow. Those are the LaSalles. I did get to finally know what that mountain range is with the snow caps. But, oh, and look at that fabulous tree that I have in my own backyard. Oh, and there's the nugget. I drove all the way to the other side to try to find spots with better views. Yeah, no. This spot's it, man. I really hope the wind doesn't get too bad because I am on a plateau and I am not sheltered at all from the wind. I'm sure it'll get chilly up here and I have little to no propane for heat. So I'm going to have to deal with that. But wow. Gorgeous. Living their lives for you. On TV they say they're better than you, and I agree, yeah. I'm trying to tell you something about my life. Maybe give me insight between black and white. Oh, yeah. My poor heart, it's been so dark since you've been gone. And after all, you're the one who turns me on. And you're the only one who can turn me back on. And half is waiting for a new tune, and the glass is waiting for some fresh ice cubes, yeah. Look at this epic spot. What? Oh! Yeah, I got power lines, but you know what? Look at this view. Oh my God, I am so excited. And I'm going to stay up here for a while, a few days anyway. What was peaceful last night is stormy and windy this morning. Look at that. But that is my view this morning out the van window. I know. Oh, it's like candy. Oh. I'm like, how am I even going to do this justice? And how am I even going to approach this? I'll just start with some basic lines because, you know, there's a lot of horizons. It's one of the beautiful things about this. I love it. So much distance. And you know I love the challenge of creating distance in tiny paintings. Like a little rabbit hole you can fall down. So, still blustery, but at least it's not too cloudy, so I was able to lean the solar panel up outside, up against the wheel, in, like, so the wind is, I mean, it has to be outside. I need it to charge at least the 30 some odd % that it's doing, right? And it was supposed to be overcast today, and it's not, at least not at the moment. So I'm taking advantage of the sun while I got it. Making me some breakfast. So get the water boiling. I started a painting of what's outside the van window in my sketchbook. So that's drying. Well, it's dried fully now. I'm just not ready to finish the rest of it. That's the fun. Wow. Okay, so look at what I see. Isn't that beautiful? What? I know. Oh, my bowl is very bright. No, I don't need this bowl right now anyway. That one away. Oopies. No, that's not a good thing. We do not want that. That's why. Now I remember why I stopped putting the oranges in there. Because they get lost and then they get gross. And then I have a science experiment, which I never intended. Oh. So I just got a heads up that it is going to get windier after lunch or around lunch. So I really need my solar panel out today, but I'm going to have to take it down. I can't take a chance now that I only have one left. So I haven't looked around town yet to find out about repairing it. I'm still sort of settling into where I am. The wind has already been rocking the van. I can't imagine. Wind's still howling, but I did get a little painting done today. So I did my view out the van window. And there it is in my sketchbook. Ta-da! Granted, it was mostly this morning's view. I will say, windy days like this, something about the rocking makes you want to go to sleep. But I did get this done. I did tons of editing this morning. I think I even uploaded Sunday's video and a bunch of reels. So, like, I did a lot of work today. And if I lay down and take a nap, so be it. Just getting to know the colors, you know, how they work together and how they're going to layer together. It'll be interesting to see what comes out of Moab. Oh, the reward of sticking it out. Look at this. It's a beautiful, peaceful morning with a light breeze. Nuggets outside, enjoying yourself. She wants to go for a walk. We might just do that. Wow. Feels so good. Smells good. It rained a tiny bit. Tiny bit yesterday. She's kind of leading the way. Don't eat everything. You got sick the last time you ate something weird. No more sickness in the van. Could this be more bucolic? I'm going on a little walk here. Nothing major. And this is the first thing I notice as soon as I don't have Kitten to distract me. Look at this new growth on this cactus. Isn't that wild? Like a caterpillar. Yeah, those are my pajama pants. I am just taking a short little walk down this path here without Nugget because I want to actually go all the way down. And I stopped to look at this amazing new growth and take a photograph. And it's just such an amazing view from up here. You can see down into the valley and the lake and Moab beyond. It's just so incredible. What an astonishing, holy crap kind of view, right? Is this real or is this Memorex? Stepping really lightly through the desert. These guys are hidden. This is what it looks like to the naked eye until you get up close, and then you see those little guys hiding everywhere. I came across what looked like a fairly fresh pile of dirt and then saw that. So it's either, what, fox, badger, I don't know. If somebody knows or has a clue, put it in the comments below. Oh. Looks like a little desert fox of some kind. Look at this killer fence. I'm looking forward to including that in a painting or two. Look at that. Doesn't it look like Middle Earth? Ghost haunting almost. Ooh, I love it. Ooh. When I sit back and I look out my van window, and you know how I have it so that it's actually, I folded it so that it would be a perfect panoramic. If you ever wonder how I narrow down my landscape, that's one of the tricks I use. So if you feel like it's too big for you, create a mask that you can look through to help narrow down your landscape. That's why when you see people like doing that, they're framing the shot. Well, that's an actual visual tool, right, to help you block out what is not needed and to focus only on what it is you want to capture. That's what I did with my window. And that's my interpretation. Well, it's also, I'm learning the colors of Utah, the palette of Utah. Every state I enter pretty much has its own palette. Although I will say the desert has been pretty consistent. But then I've got these crazy mountains in between. Like the ones back here, the La Salles are snow covered and like steel and gray and purple. And they have just like a deep, deep, dark, almost ominous feel to them. I say ominous probably because there's snow on them and you know me and cold. Well, and then on this side, I have all these warmth, all this fire. So I've got fire and ice. Anyway, so I did the big one, and then I focused on just a little kind of part of the rocks. I kind of zoomed my focus in on a little detail in the rock ledge that I found interesting and expanded upon that. And then I decided I was being too focused and I needed to just get patterns of light and texture down. So with all of these, I've pretty much just used one brush. It's a 3/8 inch brush, flat. So not wide. And it's a mixed media brush, so it can be for watercolor or acrylic. I'm sure you could probably use it for oil, although for oil it might be a little soft. Anyway, depends. I guess depends on how you thin out your oil. But I don't work in oil, so I don't need to worry about that. And I'm not going to teach you about it because I don't know about it. But I do know. So this was a practice in texture, and you can see, like, I pretty much just kept the brush in one direction and made marks up and down to create the texture of following the line of the mountain, and then putting light on one side. I started with my deep dark purples. I'm in gouache, so with gouache you want to do dark to light. Gouache easily reactivates. You have to be very careful. If you want to blend on the page, that's one thing, and that's what happened here to me, right? I ended up almost over blending this whole area. Although I do love this part right here. So with gouache, you can very easily over blend. So you want to be careful. So yesterday I was watching the light change on the mountainside and the hillside here, and I love this distance. And this is this part, right, that to me just looks so Middle-earthy. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? What's going on, Miss Nugget? It is raining, and she wants to go outside and play, but she knows no outside when it's raining. And so the rain continues. It is hours later, and I am cold. Temperatures have dropped. There is definitely snow falling on the mountain behind me. I am not in the snow. I am still in rain, so it is not freezing temperatures where I am. It says that it's 55. I don't believe it. Feels a lot colder than 55. She's catching as much solar as I can catch for my battery. Oh, I'm hoping for the best. The sun is out. I'm collecting as much solar as I can while it's out. Which isn't much because I only have the one panel now. But at least I have the one panel. It is at 30%. My batteries are almost charged. I really hope They charge up sooner than later. Yeah. 31% people, 31%, woohoo! Good morning, everybody. It is 34 degrees. Well, it might not be anymore because, no, there's my breath. So today, what is my goal today? Today, my goal is to find propane. Yeah. That was good. That felt good. Enough yammering to the camera. It's time for me to take some action. So I'm going to take some action. Oh my God, I found 2 bottles of propane in town. I can't believe it. At a place I didn't expect. So I had called everywhere that I thought would have them. And I went to all these places and nobody had them. And this place has 2 left, possibly the last 2 in town. He said he'd hold them for me. So I am going to have my breakfast and get my butt down there and pick those babies up. Yes! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this was the road that took me up to that amazing location. Driving down was a heck of a lot easier, I will say that. If you liked today's video, I hope you consider giving it a thumbs up, as well as subscribing to the channel. There is a button below for that. Be amazing. And if you'd like to keep me moving forward on this journey, please expand that description. It will give you links to my Patreon, PayPal, Venmo, and Instagram, where you can buy a painting. It is how I fund this journey. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.